What's cracking in the skillet, people? It's your boy E, and today is going to be a very interesting day here on the Vocal Clinic as I share with some of my viewers who may be in the same boat as me how to shave your head. Now, this of course goes for most men who like to rock a bald hairstyle, and as well as some women who like to maybe do the same thing too from time to time if you're kind of feeling it. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, I'm walking through this, so I'm going to try to make this video as smooth as possible. What you want to do is you want to get your water nice and hot, and you want to just go over all the areas. Now, this is how I do my head. I know there are probably different schools of thought, and people shave their heads in different ways, so this is just what I do. And then at the same time, you want to start getting your face ready as well. Now, this is what I use. I use Aveeno for men, okay? It's a therapeutic shave gel. I actually have several Aveeno types of shaving gels that I use. I prefer Aveeno with the dark blue, navy blue cap. This one seems to be the one, a good buddy of mine turned me on to this, and this one seems to be the one that works best for me because it makes my head feel so smooth after I get done shaving. Alright, the worst thing you could probably do, or one of the worst things you could do, is to put the shaving gel on your head and immediately start shaving. You want to just kind of give it some time to kind of work its way through and to soften up your head. And this, again, this is just for me personally. I go ahead, and even if I have to re-lather later on, I go ahead and work some of this right into my face. I've been shaving my head now for about 2 years. No, what am I talking about? I've been shaving my head now for about 5 years. Got those numbers mixed up. Alright, as you can see, I've got it going all the way around. You know, you want to take it all the way down into the nape of your neck and everything. You want to have 2 mirrors. I've got my second mirror that I'm going to be working with here, and I'm going to set that off to the side as we go into our next very important topic, and that's going to be what type of razor you want to use. I use Gillette, and I believe this is Mach 4, if I'm not mistaken. It's M3 powered. Okay, Mach 3, I'm sorry. And I think there's a Mach 4 razor as well, but it's by Gillette. Now, the reason why I wanted to bring this up, and I'm glad I'm doing this now, the indicator strips that are on the blades, you want to make sure that your indicator strip is either very solid orange or maybe just a couple shades lighter than that. Now, I've used this other one. I had one more shave that I could get out of it, and I think hopefully you can see that there is no more orange. So it is obviously time to change this razor. So you want to get rid of that, and you want to go for your new blade. Okay, so again, like I said, hopefully you guys can see this. That's how you want your blade to look. You want it to be deep orange. The first step with this is that you don't want to take huge long strokes and try to get your head done in 10 seconds. That's the worst thing you can do. You can cut yourself. It's very dangerous. Work with little sections. Now, something that I just did, and I'm going to point it out because I know I did it. You want to try to not go over the same area more than once. Now, it is okay, depending on your skin. It's all right to do it more than maybe once. I would not do it any more than 2 times. Okay, what that's going to do is going to irritate your skin. All right, you're going to basically at that point you're starting to aggravate the skin. 1 or 2 strokes is all you really need. Ouch. The water's dripping on me and it's hot. Now, another thing you want to avoid, be careful if you're using one of these blades. Be careful when you're coming down, if you're how can I say this? If your hand, for whatever reason, happens to be on your head, or you're like pulling down your ear, be careful how you snatch the blade down, or you shouldn't snatch it. How you pull the blade down, you don't want to cut into your fingernail. I've had that happen before too. And that is one of the worst recovery periods you could go through, is when you dig a gash into your nail. Now, I'm going to the back. Make sure you have a good sense of direction when you do this, okay? This takes some practice, you know, especially for those who are first-time shavers. You know, you're doing this yourself. Just really take your time, okay? The way you want to envision this is as though you're cutting someone else's head and not your own, okay? So having a good sense of where left and right is very, very, very key. Okay, now as I'm getting to the back here, the one thing that you don't want to do to any part of your head is you don't want to stretch the skin and then cut it. Sometimes you may feel that you want to do that. Oh, I feel like I missed a spot. And so you pull your skin tight to try to get everything out of there. And that is a really easy way to get razor bumps. You don't want to do that. The way to avoid that is you work in small sections. You want to look at where you're going, and then you want to gently cut away. Now again, I'm going not even against the grain. I'm going sideways against the grain of my hair. But it's okay. Again, like I said, it's all about working slow. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a little groove I have right here. I so hope you guys can see that. I have a little groove in the back of my head. When I was in choir back in high school, I was a second tenor. And so, I had the baritones and the basses behind me. And so with me being a second tenor meant I had to sit a row ahead of these guys. And so as I'm sitting a row ahead of them, do you not know that relentlessly they would take their music and they would stick it in that groove? And of course, when I turn around to see who did it, all of them were just looking very innocent, like, they didn't do anything. So that's one of my little, fun fact stories for Eric. I used to get picked on in school a little bit. It was all in good fun, but it was, oh my God. I'm going to re-lather my face, and we're going to put a second helping here of Aveeno therapeutic cream. You want to wait for a little bit, make sure everything is nice and soft. You want your skin to be very soft. You want the hair to be soft. You want the hair to be short. That was another thing I meant to say earlier. Before you cut your head or any hair where you're going to be going down to the skin, you want to make sure that hair is cut very low. You do not want to have an afro and then try to go after it with a razor. Don't do that. Cut the hair down first, okay? Because again, it's just going to be painful. My razor is wet, and I'm going to go along the lining of my beard. With hair like mine, it should only take a couple strokes. Now we're going to go for the last part of all this, and we're going to go under our chin. You'll see a lot of people that may have, if they don't have scarring and keloids and things like that, even though they shave their skin, their hair down to the skin under their chin, it may be dark under there. And this could be from abrasions and things like that. Oh, Jesus. It's so hot. All right. You do not, and when I say do not, I mean all caps, you do not want to go over this skin really any more than once. Only if you absolutely have to, because this is where a lot of scarring and razor bumps and things can occur. So now, for the most part, I'm done. I'm clean shaven. I'm ready. Now what you want to do again after you get finished with your shave job is you want to check your razor, and see how much you have left. This will let you know if you need to make a trip to the store. There's nothing like having to get ready to go on an engagement and you need to shave and you have no razors and no time. So this is where a lot of people struggle with too, is the aftercare after they're done shaving. To be honest with you, a lot of the people that struggle with, the razor bumps and things like that, to be honest with you, it's not even so much the shave itself, but it can be in regard to the aftercare. What are you putting on after you're done shaving? This might be the reason. So now, what I'm going to get into now is I'm going to use this last, the product I was just getting ready to tell you about. I'm going to use the Kitty Kitty last. Take that topical treatment and you just want to rub it right on into the skin, okay? And again, you can put it everywhere, which I do suggest. So, put it right there on your face. Anywhere that you have cut, you want to put it right there, okay? Okay, so I still am not totally clean, but I have some cream still left on my face I need to clean off. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and happy shaving. All right.